Today we honor Mary as Mother of God. It's also a day to pray for peace. What can Mary tell us about making peace in our chaotic, violent world? We might begin by recalling the world in which she lived. She was very much like the majority of women in our world right now, a peasant, from a village of about 1,600 people, probably unable to read or write, poor, exploited by the rich, owning taxes to Caesar, to Herod, to the temple, with a life full of hard work. She was like so many in our world today, women who work hours daily on domestic chores, fetching water, gathering wood for fires, preparing meals, and possibly persecuted or suffering violence. It's precisely in those parts of the world, maybe in our own backyards, that peace is so elusive. So if we think first about Mary as a woman, much like many women in our world, perhaps she can teach us something about peacemaking. There's a clue in what Luke tells us in today's gospel. After the shepherds left, Mary treasured all these messages and continually pondered over them. Now, the Greek word here literally means piecing together and makes us think of a great mosaic to be formed little by little. Mary was someone who listened deeply to God and tried to piece together how God was present to her in the events that were happening. The birth of her child, his life at Nazareth, his ministry, his death on the cross, his resurrection. Can we learn this from Mary? Can we understand with our hearts what our eyes and minds do not manage to perceive at first? This kind of reflection, this piecing together, may not be easy. To do so requires faith, which God gives us, with Mary as our support and guide. Perhaps on this first day of the new year, we will commit ourselves to try to listen deeply, as Mary did, and hear God speaking to us through the Scriptures, through the events of everyday life. Each moment of the new year, each hour, each day, week, and month will perhaps become part of what we all hope and pray for today, the picture of a world at peace.